Alright, what's up guys, it's your boy Pedro once more. So this is a different type of YouTube video. This is a camera discussion YouTube video. So Sony just released a new Alpha line camera, Alpha camera line, Alpha 1.
Yeah.
So we are ready to discuss what we think about it, the specs and everything. Roll intro. Alright guys, so I have Cesar here. You might be addressed by that name, right?
No, I'm cool with that, man.
And we have Dane Visuals right here.
Oh.
Right, so we're here to discuss about the Sony Alpha 1 camera. What we think about it? Well, my ideas, his ideas, what we think about it. So who want to start it?
Alright, so the first thing we do want to just mention is that all three of us shoot A7III. We've been using Sony, well, combined, well, probably like 3 years now.
I feel like I
from
started
like 6100, 6000.
From Sony just come out with the 6000, probably shooting them.
Yeah, you shoot with the 6000.
Yeah,
Me did have the 6000.
Me too.
You did have the
I
6000.
had the 6000 for like 1 week.
Oh, is it?
Later, and then I'm gonna sell it on by the A63.
Yeah.
That's
And then I get the 65.
That's rich.
Then I have the 66.
Sell my 6000 and then I buy A71. Then I sell that and buy A72. Then I sell that and buy A73.
Yeah, we've been sticking. Yeah, I'm have A73 too, so I mean, yeah, we've been sticking to that straight.
Yeah, but I'm not selling my A73, I still have it right now to the end of the box. But for that side here, for the angle here, it's a Blackmagic Pocket 4K, so this is what I'm shooting with. But now for YouTube, hopefully we can get some different lens for this, because we really want one of them anamorphic lenses. But the thing them cost up
Bag of money.
When
I reach them levels,
alright, so we could discuss the specs on the Sony A1.
Alpha 1.
Sony Alpha 1, I hate that name, Sony 1.
Yeah, it didn't really roll off the tongue still.
I mean, they have the A9. First one, them have Alpha 9, A9, then them come with Alpha 1. So me I say, yo, like, what's next?
They now make up their mind,
That me I say, like, oh, you reach this. So, but name aside, is me the big thing what everybody I talk about is the 8K. Like that are the big spec, the 8K 30 frames, and you know they bring over some of the specs from the A7III, the 4K 10-bit 422, 4K in 120, all of them things there, you see me? But dog, I don't see why we need a Sony camera.
Well, a Sony camera with a small body.
Yeah, a small,
this is the A7III and the body is very small. So.
Yeah, but like, we can't talk about that.
It's like, who is it aimed for? Because you think about it and you say, well, 8K would have seemed more oriented towards a cinema camera, but you're trying to market this a hybrid camera. But if someone gonna spend that much money on a camera,
which average photographer?
Yeah, nobody not
just go out and be like, you know, someone just feel like shoot 8K today. Man, I just shoot everything in that 8K.
You said earlier, and like you could have buy 3 Blackmagic, like literally 3 Blackmagic.
So the price for the Alpha 1 is 6,500 US, 6,500 pounds sterling, 10,400 and something dollar Australian.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So I say, enough money. Like 6,500 is 989,000.
Yo, for me, I would buy the red Komodo Dragon
for 6.
Yeah, definitely. Or a Z cam. Like honestly, if you're a photographer, it's a lot better to invest in like lights and strobes and lens options and
silent, bro. Tell the man put him phone on silent on one job.
Yeah,
okay, I apologize. No, but yeah, like I feel like if you're a photographer, lighting, lens choices, you can spend half that money for that camera and invest in some lens. If you're a cinematographer,
this A7III is $1,700 for the body.
Exactly.
And you can buy a G Master lens.
You can get lens. A bag of other accessories. You can get video accessories too. If you
can get a
Ronin
for 6.5. You can get a full kit.
So basically, I feel like Sony reach a point where we just don't know who they're really marketing stuff for, because with that big of a budget, you feel like you'd go more towards a strictly video person or a strictly photography person. I mean, realistically speaking, you can't have one camera for high-end work for every piece of high-end work. They have to have some form of specialization. What do you guys think?
Well, for me, the 50 megapixel is a lot. Well, for me, because to store that, to edit those type of images, and when I shoot rapid bursts, like 50 megapixel, you know much image, you know much information that you can't go and set with a 64 gig memory card or 128 gig memory card.
So you need like a terabyte memory card.
Is it like a 500 gig?
Fat CFast card. Well, it have two CFast.
CFast slots.
So
And CFast cards expensive.
As hell.
$269 for one 256 CFast card.
That's a way.
I mean, obviously there's a market for it, but I just feel like, for instance, 50 megapixels might be good for somebody that shoots billboards, but like.
But that, you know, funny, it's actually less than the R series, like the megapixel count. The R series have 60. So I feel like the man them just going out and bag and say, well, I'll just take out some
and
features.
put random stuff, yeah.
You know what bun me though? The A7III have the articulating screen will finally like swivel out and turn like the Canon
and
series.
they didn't give
and
it
the man them sit down on a new design and say, you know what, I want to
Let's
send this
not
out
do
and
this.
still not give the people them the articulating screen. So you can imagine the fact that they market the S series for video shooters and then them have the regular series for photo shooters. So this now, would I expect the flagship for a little bit of everything?
To me, it's just weird to think, because then if you go buy a $6,000 camera, you probably go buy a monitor.
You know,
like, I think so too. Like, if you can spend $6,000 on a camera, you must can spend
on a camera body.
on a monitor.
And then not only
On a
that,
camera body.
Just the body alone.
not only that, what I realized that sometimes when we have the 6000, say alright, we can edit footage from off of this. And you go up to the A7III, you have to buy a different computer. So you buy that camera, you know.
Yeah,
you
have to go invest in a storage. You have to go buy a storage system.
You have to go invest in a different computer. More the memory card, them as we said earlier. I just a bag of things.
I feel like
me now shoot. We're gonna shoot 8K. But me I do 8K. Jamaicans
future proof. Or maybe if you go in cinema.
Jamaicans don't even have 8K TV.
I don't think we have 8K cinema yet either.
Everybody I look on a device will have a max resolution of like 2.5K max for the most part, and then 8-bit them I watch it back anyway. So what kill up yourself?
Well, and the highest I shoot for YouTube is 4K. I'm not gonna go higher than that.
I never shoot 4K on YouTube, to be honest. Sometimes it depends on how I feel like. Sometimes I shoot 4K if I feel like I really want to get that look, but most of the time
there's sometimes you want to get the look.
Yeah.
The only time you that shoot 4K, I feel like I set up like this, where you can just punch in on your face, and then punch in on film face, and then punch in on my face, and that's the only reason why I shoot 4K. Just for the resolution.
Come in and leave the audio catch. Just like the door.
Boy.
Yeah, just
Just how it went, yeah. So personally for me, I feel like Sony used to be a brand of innovation for me. Like, they were very innovative. They came in with like super great sensors for low light, some really nice hybrid cameras. But I feel like at this point, they just don't know what they're doing anymore.
Man, them move like Apple.
Yeah, I feel like them just want to drop a camera at this point.
Man, them move like Apple. Like, Apple drop
a camera half a drop.
And like every quarter, new camera, and then you say, boy, what go come in now?
I don't feel any innovation. Nothing much.
Nothing. For instance, I look forward to like an A7 IV. And when me did
True,
imagine
facts.
What would you want from an A7 IV?
What me would want from an A7 IV
10-bit for me, 10-bit.
10-bit.
The articulating screen. The megapixel is perfectly fine for me.
It would have fine, but I just want 422 10-bit articulating.
But at which point
and the new Sony menu system.
Maybe 4K with a higher frame rate.
120.
At some point, I've realized that Sony is not really trying to target cinematographers per se. And when you said 10-bit, I feel like it's something that more cinematographers care about than a regular videographer.
No, but alright, watch it now. The GH5 have 10-bit in it, and the GH5 come out in 2014. You see what I say?
Yeah.
And then Sony between 2014 and now,
at least 7 cameras.
Like 7 cameras come out. And the one would just come with 10-bit come out last year. You feel what I say?
For a bag of money.
For a bag of money. The man them move like up.
Yo, at one time Sony was the steal, like if you get a Sony, you get the best bang for buck, like.
Yeah, you get a bunch of
crazy features.
You have a thing where Casey Neistat talk about when them say like you have a growth curve with cameras.
Law of diminishing returns.
Law of diminishing returns, where like a camera for $6 I gonna have like
way more features than a $1,500
than a camera like a Sony A7III. But then the comparison is like you barely go up like this with specs, but then the price will go up like
Yes, once you reach like a point, like a price point, like if you reach like Grand 5,
Remind me
the
of
Grand
Apple.
5 camera versus a 2 grand camera is like, not even a good 2.5. A Grand 5 camera versus a 3 grand camera is like 2 more specs, but it's like a double price difference. So the price is going up, but the features them are just like negligible. Like nobody asked for it. Who was that? Yo, shit, guys.
You know, so we need
8K. Like, I wish this had 8K. Like nobody was saying that. Like nobody was saying that. Make some more lens options. Like I feel like Sony has probably the least amount of lens options people want.
No, well, to me,
For real.
We need more APS-C lens options, especially because they still make full frame lenses, but they're not catering to people
Or
with
just
APS-C.
budget. All of the budget lens option, them are third party lenses.
It's bare.
well,
3,000.
third party lens them good because for me the Sigma R lens them like legit at 2 Sigma R lenses.
I get that, but
right
Sony themselves could give us some lens
Them
options.
move
yeah, but
like
the thing but the thing is when the thing is when Sony themselves make for them own lens, the price for a G Master compared to the price for a different company lens. So this Sony Alpha 1, you buy that and then you have to buy, then you spend 2 grand more to buy this 2 or 3 grand, 2,000 something for the 70 to 200 G Master 2.8, 2,600. You see me? You see that price range? And then you need to buy a battery, and then you need to buy, it's just so much money just
for
for
anybody
camera.
with that 6 grand budget, I would say buy A7III, buy a Black Magic.
Buy a Black Magic.
No,
you
you
can
buy
buy the two of
both
them, you can buy
because
the
you
two
still
of them.
have, you can buy like
You can buy two of
accessories.
them and the accessories.
Like you still have I don't see the point.
124 to 70.
I don't see the point in that.
Because if you buy, you can just buy the Black Magic with the 18 to 35. It cater all the 4K, the 6K Black Magic if you want, with the 18 to 35 and rig it up. You good. I think about 3 grand, 3.5. Suppose you can get you a fully rigged up
Black Magic.
A fully rigged up Black Magic, but that 6,500.
I think the issue is that like we're in an age now where people pay a lot of attention to specs.
Consumerism.
And sometimes there's, as we saw, we've gotten to that threshold where it's just really about other elements like, story, lighting, actors, or if you're a photographer, composition, colors, props, stuff like that. So it's like you don't need to spend $6,000 to get quality
And
work.
also that this is how I vision things. If it's for photo, it's for photo. It's for video, it's for
video.
When you try to combine the two, problem.
Exactly. If you do both, get 2 tools that are the best at both. Don't try to squeeze it in for such a high price point.
I think what Sony for do still is that the original, to me, the best market for the Sony was the run and gun shooter.
I think that's a bad move on Sony's part, but end of the day,
people still gonna buy it anyway.
And at the end of the day, we can't afford it, so we just have a seat and just say, alright.
We can afford it. If we try, if we work hard, if we work very hard.
Me and I spent $989,000 Jamaican. Before, customs.
Big up on yourself.
Big up on yourself. Because when you look on that 6.5 there, it come to like...
You probably spend like half, or no, you probably spend like almost the same just to clear it.
If you buy the one camera body, it's good in like a car price. I look on
2K. But yeah, overall I feel like the Sony A1 was the idea that maybe should have spent a little bit more time on the drawing board, kind of really see like who we target, how we're gonna package it, or we can really be innovative, because definitely Sony used to be the king of innovation. Right now I feel like Sony is the king of just making stuff. Like I don't feel anymore. I don't feel like I'm shooting Sony, like I'm creating a new wave. Cause Sony, when Sony come out with that low light, bro, like you got some things that people that be like, what? I shoot 800 ISO one, it usable, and now it's just like, what? Yeah, another feature that doesn't do anything different from before. So that's my 2 cents. I feel like them need to kind of go back to that whole innovative strategy where it was like, all we can do what everybody else not doing, whether it's mirrorless, whether it's smaller form factor, whether it's crazy low light, whether it's all these new picture profiles, you know them with it? But yeah.
My overview, my takeaway is that Sony move like Apple. I'm not stop saying, because like the man them put out a new camera every quarter, and then the difference in terms of what it can do, go buy this, but the money I go buy this. Money I get tall. I'm just upset because you're gonna have a flagship camera was supposed to represent your brand, and you feel like you have everything in it. The articulating screen alone bought me. Because at the same little flip out screen. You see me? In terms of price, I just feel like this is not catered to the regular man. Is a prosumer, probably a hobbyist with a lot of money on him time because you have a lot of time and money.
Yeah, lot of extra money.
Lot of extra money.
Extra money.
Extra money.
Like
I feel like
him get a big word.
there are men in the world and people in the world who have 6'5" just put down. So I'm not too complain about the price. I just feel like say in terms of what they might put in it and not for everybody. It's just for a very specific I feel like this is for wildlife photographers, but just there road and just say, alright, 50 megapixel boom. I want to get an 8K video of the line here, look at balls, I just go so.
Makes
and then
sense.
that's it.
Makes sense. No, for real.
Like when you think about
some
it,
Nat Geo monitor.
fling it up on
So
Nat
like,
Geo.
yeah, like most.
And I hit that.
Some Discovery Channel, like not for like regular people.
Yeah, I just have like a British man and like, this line, fuck you like that.
Yeah, like
Well,
that.
for me, not even there's no but not doing a long talk like what them do. For me, I just wanted the A7IV.
Yeah.
I just wanted the A7IV. So basically, I just wanted the 10-bit, the 422,
Which long overdue.
4K 120, the articulating screen. The memory card slot them is perfectly fine for me. The memory card slot them perfect.
How much slots it have? 2 slots?
2. The
And
A7III has
two
in the
CFast?
yeah,
You know
2C.
what's funny? It probably drop all April. The way was Sony I got dog.
Yeah.
You probably see it come out April then they release the A7III like
Yeah,
every
I'm not a
quarter.
problem. I'm not a problem with that. I'm not a problem with that. If I get that, I'm good. I get that for it, I'm good.
And if it's
for the
less than
picture.
3 grand.
And if it's less than 3 grand.
Like a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm done with buying Sony cameras.
No, I 2 grand. Me work with 2 grand.
If it's 2.5, it's not that bad.
Because the price for the A7C away like that just never made sense.
I didn't remember that was an A7C. Yo, you realize how much cameras I'm done? Yo, when Sony
Yo,
went,
the A7C is the A7III. though.
when Sony went
Younger
from
sister.
A6500 to A61, I was like, what? How do you do that? like how? Like they literally went back, then the man them go forward again with A66. Dog, it's the ultimate like mind game.
Man,
Dog.
could do that.
Like literally, bro.
Literal, the A7C is the A7III.
Yo, they are
It's not
Apple.
different.
They are literally Apple.
Man,
Like
they
God,
move
they
like
are
Apple.
Apple. Like just do a thing where you just merge the Sony
But we
and
not
Apple
left
logo. You know one.
But we're
bro.
not left. Because we still buy that shit.
No,
nah.
Mega Black Magic still.
Alright, so I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so thank you for watching. Pedro, go put the links to me and Cesar's channel right here.
my boxy camera, my youth.
Man turn real YouTuber.
Yo, if you want to see more videos related to stuff like this, move for subscribe to Pedro's channel, you see me? Know for more content to come forward. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Man lose him locks.
Oh yeah guys, the trim, fresh trim, you see me?
Man lose him locks. So you have any final words?
Just give thanks for the reasoning as usual. Follow Alt, follow boy Pedro, follow Dane Visuals. This year we're taking on things. This is January. So by March you just see we are the road even harder. You see me? So give thanks again.
Alright, I'm out.